Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish the Conqueror. We've finished most of this, but we have a fight in Heil Hovo. It's the last thing to do in the Ariel, as far as I know. Unfortunately, that fight seems a bit more demanding than everything else that we've done up until this point. We're going to go into the UCAT and resume operations over here to get more iron. Because that's the resource we've been low on for a while. Must pay toll to cross, huh? You are at the south end of Gannelspan. It is a narrow land bridge across an enormous swamp. If you were a new cat with a lifetime's experience crossing the swamp, you might be able to find a way to safely trudge around the fort and head north. For you and your army and caravan, the only way through the fen is by passing the fort to the north, and doubtless pay a heavy toll. If they don't let you through, however, your army will not be able to pass. Could Haven soldiers take these forts and scatter this rabble? Of course. However, that would take too many losses. Eventually, you'll need to find a way to get your warriors through. There is a Nukatish warrior standing on the other side of the gate. She is wielding one of those vicious barbed swamp spears, and there is a green and black striped slash across her chest. She sneers at you from the inside of the fortress. Greetings, traveler. I am Thorhall of the Gannel clan. What are those colors? We Gannel are proud to wear the green and black. Colors of swamp and shadow. Unlike others, we are not ashamed of our home. Greetings to you, warrior. Greetings to you, Prince Nithin of Haven. We have been expecting you for some time. It is Haven's way to go where it is not wanted. What do you wish, Nithin? I'm here regarding a treaty between Haven and the Ukatish. A treaty? I know of no treaty. You bear some grimy scrap of parchment made before I was born. I have a response to it. And what is that response? Go away. We don't want your soldiers. We don't want your tolls. We of the Gannel have the courage to say what no others will. Haven is not welcome on Sacramentum. You will not pass Gannelspan. I will pass this place. You will try. Gannelspan has turned back invaders for many years. The Gannel took this place after Haven fled Sacramentum, and we will never surrender it. My advice, get on your boats, leave Sacramentum, and never return. She turns to her soldiers. If the prince is still here at the end of a count of 10, shoot to kill. She walks away. Alright, well, that was rude. I mean, we are, coming to... Whoops, I stepped one tile too much. We are coming to, basically take a bunch of wealth from their land, so it's somewhat understandable, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see how this place compares to the last place I was in with regards to difficulty. Cure. Doesn't take a full round. And we are done. Is this door going to be unlocked? That would be way too easy. Yeah, the door refuses to open. It is not only held shut by iron bands and massive padlocks, but you suspect that it also has been reinforced by enchantment. The Gannel don't want anyone sneaking through. You won't be able to force your way through. Alright. Oh, that was fast. Respawning just like that. At least I'm assuming it was a respawn. Let's see what happens if I kill them, though. Can't reach target. Why? Dejected and rejected. You walk away from the south gate of Gannelspan. As you revise your plans, you see an odd glint of light out of the corner of your eye. You look over the fen to the west. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a path we'd eventually take. A spirit is there. It is a faint, translucent humanoid figure staring at you. He looks down at the ground. You do the same, and you realize that there is a narrow path of dry land passing through the reeds to the west. The shade turns and floats to the west. It is leading you somewhere. But is it a trap? That's a trustworthy face. The shade looks at you. It doesn't speak. You try to talk to it, but it doesn't respond. Oh, I guess my construct teleported to me. Winter Wolf, okay. Okay, well, pretty standard. Pretty standard fight so far. I could be using more spells. I probably should at the very least haste and bless with my priest. Probably should have done that a long time ago. I wonder if Wolf is different than Wild Wolf. Probably. I figured I'd get my energy back anyway. At least one. Unfortunately, the guards of Gannelspan are still watching for you. Normally, the mist and rain hides you. However, a brief gust of wind clears the fog, revealing that you're trying to slip by their fort. As the fog closes in, you hear shouts to the east. Stone forts to the east, made of fine wool stone, are not the original path through the swamp. There is an older fort here. It was made of thick logs treated with tar. It was abandoned years ago to slowly rot and sink into the fen. Okay. Oh, and now we have a way through here, I guess. But we have a completely unnecessary fight with these Ukatish runners first. Oh. I guess I could have moved forward to try to hit everybody. That's fine. I always think of this as cure. I should just swap the position of those, because it's messing me up. I'm not going to. Here's a thought. Okay, the door was not unlocked. Okay, we've got a bunch of mirelings here. I go here. Can I hit? Yeah. So the aerial was full of plants and animals. Those are primary enemies. Here in the Ukat, wondering if it's going to be slimes, or not slimes, mirelings and shades. Money, 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 money. Right, I can check from here. Okay, this is the same defense as what I currently have, but it has a huge speed penalty. More stun resist, which is nice. Slightly more damage absorption. These have to be hostile, right? Okay. Ooh, I critted the construct. That's not good. So this is an optional fight for a treasure chest. Hopefully, what we find will be worth the trouble. Poisoned. 4 turns. Okay. Iron bar, nice. All that later. Okay, so these passages must be opening up as we go, because I don't think I could have gone up here before. Fog and rain is as thick as ever. However, the Gannel warriors seem to think that they have detected you. You can hear shouting and the clash of swords against shields to the east. Well, it's weird that they're Oh, I see. Should have been a blessing. This is going to be a big fight. Here, the Mireling's going to come in. 2 shamans. Nice. Hmm. Mirelings hadn't seen me yet, but I guess now they will. Getting a little low on the health. Critical on top of all the statuses. That was a good hit. Another touched. Mage is getting kind of low on energy. Let's not go too crazy with everything all the time. I go here. Okay, well, 3 isn't bad. I probably shouldn't have used the energy on that anyway, but on a whim I decided I would. I now regret it. But I should get 2 or 3 energy off of that. Maybe just 2. 3, okay. There's an optional fight for some wood and coins. Plus 3 to magical damage on a ring. Interesting, but I probably won't use it. Spitting Serpent, I recognize you. Oh, there are more, of course. Okay, well, doesn't seem to be too bad. Looks like they've got a pot over there or something. I should probably heal. Oh, that's a lot of poison. Didn't want to do that before the fight was over, but that was just so many poison stacks. Yeah, see, I got poisoned again. After doing my big heal. Money fire turn augment. Magical evasion. Won't use that because it's not haste, sadly. Just the sad reality of this game is that getting more actions, and given how wonky the turn system is in this game, having more actions is just always better. You emerge from the narrow swamp path north of Gannelspan. You have a way through. Eventually, you will need to find a way to get your army through here. As you pass, the Gannel warriors still in the fort make obscene gestures at you. Another armed band is waiting for you north of Gannelspan. They are not clad in the green and black of the Gannels. Their weapons are sheathed. Ooh, level up. A hulking warrior of the swamps is waiting for you. He is looking at you with the expected contempt, but also an open curiosity. He has never seen a Havenite before. He almost expects you to grow wings and fangs or breathe poison gas or something. He steps forward and gives an awkward bow. I am... BJ combination. How do you pronounce that? Yeah? Bjarn, of the Brock clan. The young man's speech is nervous and halting. Bracton Carr sent me, of Chindi. City, Chindi. He also wears a sash. It is black and red, stained with swamp slime. I am Prince Nathan of Haven. I know, I mean, welcome, your majesty. He looks down self-consciously at his dusted armor and sash. Deliver your message. He frowns and looks down at the mud. Bracton Carr speaks for the Brock clan. He asks you to come north to Chindi and meet with him. He assures you safe travel on the roads to there, and a warm welcome. I accept Bracton Carr's invitation. He nods. My message is given. Bracton Carr will be happy to hear your response. I'll return to Chinde. His force backs and marches away. What? His force turns. Skipping lines there. His force turns and marches away. The Gannels curse their backs as they depart. Okay, well, we can get through, but we can also get in here. There might be one more fight. Ooh. Relatively serious one. Probably can't even get into that building. Man, we got hit pretty hard here. Oh, they did the blessing thing too. Can't say I approve of that. Oh, they don't have that much health, actually. Okay, stun wore off. Hit really hard, though. Man. I don't know if there's any point in doing this, but it will make me feel satisfied with myself. Which is really all the reason you need, isn't it? Turns of bleeding. Alright. Can't get through. That's what I figured. So there was actually no point in doing that fight. And I just fought 3 nasty Ukatish gorillas for no particular reason. All must pay the toll. They didn't even tell me what the toll was. They just said no. Let's actually find another landmark so that we can fast travel. You get your first good look at the northern Ukat. It is very different from the south, far safer for a start. Even though it's farther north, it's warmer. There's less mist. No signs of haunting. So I guess this means we're north of the equator then, given the implication there. It's still muddy and miserable, but the earth is more fertile. To the north, you see a large town surrounded by farmlands. You are close to the true Ukatish centers of power and wealth. You aren't in the provinces anymore. If you are able to make the Ukatish your vassals, this is where the battle will be fought. North is the lands of the Brock. Chinde Nakala, okay. Now entering near Chinde. Is this Chinde over here? You're near a large outpost, where the fine Ukatish iron ore is forged. Heavy clouds of smoke billow into the sky. It makes your eyes water. You notice huge tracks in the mud. Some massive hoofed beasts have been hunting the area. You squint into the mist, looking for signs of them. Whoops. Ah, Meyerboar. Five Meyerboar might actually be a tricky fight. Depends. Depends how tough these are compared to the Myrabor I was fighting in the Ariel. Oh, they have a lot of health. Don't hit that hard. Stun is kind of annoying, though. Is this curable? Oh, well. Spirit anyway, I can't check. One down. What are you doing? So unfortunately, the tech tree in this game, if you can call it that, is pretty shallow. Because I think by about level 10, I had access to all of the skills that I would want to use, and I've just been leveling up skills since then. So what that means is that I haven't really been changing my tactics at all. It's just that my numbers have been going up as I've been leveling up. That's the only difference. So I'm hoping that this won't feel too repetitive, given that I've already done the Ariel. And this is going to be a lot of kind of the same sort of thing. Because like every dungeon in the Ariel kind of started, like tactically I approached it all in the same way, it's just the writing that's a little bit different for each one. Depending on how much of a threat I feel like I'm under. If it's more serious, then I'll summon some extra skeletons. If it's less serious, then I'll, just fight the way I have been. Now entering Ashen Foundry. We go over to improve resource income. Let's actually not go where I said I was going to go, and let's get that fort up and running. Gannel lands, Gannel Estate West, Gannelspan East. Gannel lands West, huh? You have the displeasure of meeting more warriors of the Gannel clan. They're angrily watching Fort Darkfen from this tower. Their leader wears a sash with green and black stripes. He walks forward and sneers. Hope you Havenites are enjoying Gannel lands. Gannel lands? This plot belongs to Haven by treaty. We of the Gannel do not recognize that treaty, and we never will. You're watching my fort. Yes, Haven wants to control everything, but they don't control the sun, they don't control light. You can't stop us from staring, even if you think it is spying. This is our land. I expect you to keep your distance. Oh, we will. We know that Haven's armies are great. We'll keep our distance for our own survival. For now. You approach the ruins of a Havenite fort. Must be Fort Darkfen. There are soldiers and workers by the east gate. When you get close, you're surprised and relieved to see that they are Havenites, too. General Ajax was able to slip a considerable force into Ukatish lands along with tools and supplies. You can give the order to rebuild the fort now. You approach the camp, isolated in the deep reaches of the Ukat. There are a bunch of Haven soldiers huddled together outside a ruined fort, enduring the unpleasant climate. One rises, approaches you, and kneels. He says, I am Chief Torvik. We were sent from the West Battalion to reclaim Fort Darkfen. We just need the order. His voice is calm and bland, as if he hasn't noticed that he is dripping wet and freezing cold. How did you get here? General Ajax gave us the order. After the ships dropped the battalions off here, they stayed around. The general used them to sneak us back here. Any problems? He gives a little shrug. Their Gannel clan to the south doesn't like us. They are fairly violent. They have not been a concern. His casual, unruffled air is remarkable. Get to work. Perfect turns and says, in a calm, quiet voice, it is time to begin work. The bedraggled soldiers and craftsfolk give a hearty cheer. Then they pour to the ruins of Fort Darkfen. You can now collect resources from mines you control in this region. You can now recruit Ukutish characters in your forts. Well, I could do that already because I already had an Ukutish fort. When you rebuild 2 forts in a country, the theft chance there goes up by 20%. Yep. Oh, hey, that was quick. Excuse me. Training. Alright, well. That's going to be, what, 5 energy or something like that? And I guess that's what you're working on, too. We really need this. +5 to evasion is nice. Yeah. We'll work our way up to level 3. Stunning shot. Definitely stunning shot. So you can use your tier 2. Well, I'll say definitely, but in getting up to raw power would be good for everybody. Let's see. Probably gonna go curing as we work towards haste. Oh no, you need more combat skill. Blending blow. Stunning shot. No, you don't. I don't care about that. What am I... Isn't that for you? Seven 5. 7 4. Yep, that gives you more healing. Okay. Oh, we got our fort. Prison? Looks like it. And a little bit of a taste of the swamp here. Just to remind us that we're not in a terribly pleasant environment. Okay, well I think that's everything. The trading hall of Fort Darkfen is mostly empty. It's waiting and hoping for a long procession of merchants and miners. The head trader of Fort Darkfen approaches. Greeting, Prince. I am Dagfin. Chief Torvik told me to help you if you come by. I can aid you in managing Haven's resources. Tell me about yourself. I am the quartermaster of Fort Darkfen. There's an awkward silence. Oh, you wanted more? Chief Torvik asked us to not engage in excess storytelling or sentimentality. I could use rest and supplies. Of course, we set up a bedroom for you upstairs. As for equipment, we have nothing better than what you already have. Of course. I want to exchange resources. Now, I can relieve you of any excess materials you have. You can get gold for your excess stone and quicksilver. Nice. I can also use my contacts to trade wood, stone, and quicksilver for good Uktish iron. You can exchange resources from other nations here. You can get rid of anything you have more than 10 of. Okay, well, let's sell quicksilver. I'm not going to buy iron, though. Although, actually, our quicksilver is not maxed out anymore, now that I think about it. That's fine. Sell something... Yeah, this Uktish breastplate I'm never going to use. Aerial pull crystal I'm never going to use. It's a two-handed weapon that's... I might use the aerial crystal blades. Because I can still use my shields with them. Not that my shields are great. To say which of those two is really better. Sage here. Sage Garrett. The Sage of Fort Darkfen is all professionalism. She is stocking the shelves with blank scrolls, empty ledgers, and unused quill pens. She is ready for business, and a lot of it. She curtsies deeply when you approach. Welcome to Fort Darkfen, Prince. I am Sage Jared, record keeper. I'm just a scribe, alas, and I also study the Uktish a bit. There's little I can do for you, but I will do what I can. What records do you keep? We plan to send lots of shipments of goods in and out of Sacramentum. We're going to make a lot of people rich, collect a lot of taxes, deal with lots of petty clan leaders. Each transaction, each payment requires a piece of paper. I also keep some of the battalion history. Expect a lot of paperwork? Piles, heaps, tons, mountains. We'll build another wing of this fort out of it. Battalion's history? The West Battalion has another name. It is the 5th Army, 6th Battalion. We have a proud history. We have served and lost warriors in dozens of vassal states, and we remember all of it. Study the Uktish. Of course, it is no struggle. They are a fascinating people. This is a hard, dirty land. Cold, disease. Many of them die young. They are consumed by grudges. The fire of their anger keeps them warm. Where do these grudges come from? Olden days, of course. Vassals often have long memories. Children here, if they survive infancy, suckle on endless stories about how cruel the Uktish were treated. How did the Vul and Ariel treat them? Once, the Vul would capture Uktish and enslave them in quarries. The Ariel, well, they are arrogant. They mocked the Uktish, and stories tell sometimes hunted them for sport. All this happened centuries ago. We will never know which stories are true and which false. I've collected some of them in my books. How are the Uktish treated now? I just remembered something that I forgot to do at the start of the episode. Oh well. At some point, the Uktish became able to make vicious and excellent iron weaponry. They mastered techniques for fighting in the swamps, raids, tricks, traps, and ambushes. The Vul and Ariel have not hunted the Uktish for many, many years. Do you have any advice for me? The Uktish will always hate us. However, if we are cordial, they will make deals with us and keep their end of them. Just don't insult them. If you do, they will never ever forget. Be polite, even if you have to bite your lip until it bleeds. How do you learn about them? You talk to them. It is the best way. They're always willing to tell stories about how put upon they are. Talk to people in their towns. Be polite, and you will learn a lot. Is there anything I can do to help? He thinks about this. I hesitate to ask, but there is a place called Fort Bannerspire. If you ever have reason to be there, there's something I would love to learn. What is Fort Bannerspire? An old ruin to the northeast. It's a massive structure of Vul's stone sinking into the mire on the north coast. The Uktish were really proud of it once. They used it to train warriors and impress visitors. It was built about 40 years ago, abandoned about 30. What do you want me to learn? I guess what happened? Why did they build it? Why did it crumble into ruin? Why was it abandoned? See if they have any records there. I think, if I knew, it would tell me a lot about the Ukatish. The tale of the Ukat Swamp, as told to Sage Jared of Haven. Once, in the days before the Ik rose, a band of Ariel Blessed entered the southern Ukat. They were hunting our kind, as they did. They saw us as just more mirelings, not proper folk. This was in the days when we were mastering ironcraft. Our hooked spears were new to the south, new to the Ariel. Our warriors hid in the slime, and they hooked the ankles of the Ariel as they rushed past. They fell and hobbled into the swamps, slow and hurt. We kept them out there, and they rotted. This is how the Ariel learned to not hunt us. They still see us as mirelings, though. This was in my grandfather's time, after the Vol had stopped enslaving us and had instead turned on their own. Merchants of the Brock went there to buy their stone. They were to build a mighty fortress. The Vol told them of ways to keep the stone from sinking into the mire, but they were all lies. The Vol never treat us honest. We bought the stone, the fort sank, and all the Brock efforts came to ruin. Always remember, this is the life of the Ukatish. The entire world is ringed around us, looking in, pointing at us, and laughing. I mean, it could have just been an honest mistake as far as construction goes, but you never know. Chief Torvik. This large hall is meant to be a major center of trade and political dealings with the Ukatish. All it is waiting for is the actual people. There's one Havenite official here now, setting everything up. He's the sort of bland, empty-faced bureaucrat you came to hate back in the palace. Muted, officious, and quietly judgmental. Greetings, Prince Nithin. I am Chief Torvik. I hope your journey here was pleasant. I am ready to give a report. I await your report. He checks his notes. General Ajax had difficulty getting materials through Gannelspan, so we were dropped off here by ship. Our fort is now established. When the Ukatish are our vassals again, we will be ready to immediately begin profitable trade with them. How have the Ukatish treated you? We were afraid that we would be massacred by the locals, but the Brock clan has welcomed us. Their protection saved our warriors from a lot of unpleasant exercise. What can you do for me? I know about the political situation. My knowledge might help you to return the Ukatish to vassalhood. We also need more supplies. I think I know where they might be obtained. Thank you for the report. It was my pleasure. More polite words, but this bureaucrat is surely judging you like everyone else. Is there anything else you need? I have learned quite a lot. I'd like to discuss the Ukatish. Of course, a difficult and unusual people with a complicated attitude that can make them hard to deal with. They are a clan-based society, and the strongest clan rises to the throne and makes all decisions. You will need to make sure that the clan who holds their home warren is willing to obey their treaty with us. Tell me about their attitude. This is a hard environment, and it has made hard people. Mud and disease makes everyone look down on the Ukatish, including the Ukatish. It makes them prickly and resentful. For more, talk to Jared. He is upstairs. He has spent some time studying this unusual vassal. Tell me about their clans. There are many of them. They constantly divide, combine, and fight. Most are small and insignificant. There are 4 of importance in the politics now. The Ik, the Gannel, the Brock, and the Borgin. What of the Ik? Yeah, that name sounds familiar. That was the group I was working with before, wasn't it? You may have met them already. They control much of the southern Ukat. They are mainly traders. They have few warriors and no interest in claiming the crown, for now anyway. What of the Gannel? They are a powerful and dangerous clan. Much of their wealth comes from controlling the Gannelspan. I believe they attacked you there. They hate Haven and are only interested in driving us out. The Brock. They control most of the lands around us. They are a strong, ambitious clan, despite the Borgin and the Gannel raiding them. They are based in Chinde to the east. It might be worthwhile to meet their leaders. The Borgin. The Borgin hold the home warren and the crown. Their leader is King Borgin the 53rd. All I know about him is that he is old. He seems to want peace with us. At least, he has not bothered our merchants and envoy. You can find him in the home warren, far to the east. Meeting him would probably be interesting at the least. So it looks like my choice is really going to be between setting up the Brock or the Borgin as king. Like keeping Borgin as king, or allying with the Brock and helping them to overthrow Borgin. How did he come to be here? When it was known that a full prince would pacify Sacramentum, I was one of the chiefs personally selected to run your forts. It was a great honor. He shows no sign of pride or pleasure when he says this. What was your early service like? He rattles off a list of the highlights. Chief Torvik has been blandly competent all over the known world, often in the face of constant warfare. Who selected you? I was chosen and personally briefed by Prince Sutter. Again, a great honor. Not that you could tell from his expression. He told me that I had a good temperament for this mission because of the special nature of the Ukatish. What special nature? The Ukatish are always quick to take offense. They can be very rude, and they hold grudges for a long time. Some vassals require contact with officials who are very calm. You'll find that I am difficult to rise to anger. What do you think of the Ukatish? That they are consumed by hatred of outsiders, of themselves. It seems like part of their nature. Nonetheless, they are hard workers, and they keep bargains, so they can still be valuable vassals. Let's discuss this fort. We are well established. Our defenses are strong. The Ukatish warriors are not skilled at attacking fortifications. We are under no danger now. We could use more resources, but that is always true. We are preparing for for politics and trade. When the Ukatish are our vassals again, this fort will provide great value to Haven. I'm reading just a little bit too quickly. Not seeing what I'm reading. Is there anything I can do to get more resources? In fact, there is a good opportunity in front of us. There is a swamp with good bog iron to the north. It is called Merkala, and it is ours. Unfortunately, my scouts say it is infested with monsters. We don't have enough soldiers to march north and retake it, but you should be able to do this easily. We own Merkala? We purchased it with good gold before Queen Charon withdrew Haven from Sacramentum. They never paid us to regain it, therefore, it is ours. Why do you want it back? That's a dumb question. Let's just ask all the dumb questions. He's already answered this. Such swamps generate a good, constant, profitable flow of bog iron. The iron of the Ukat is their great wealth. If we had it, you would receive more iron to use to rebuild your forts. Where is Merkala? It is north, in a particularly cold, murky, and unpleasant stretch of swamp. Oh, I see. Same questions. Alright. Oh, we have a lot of iron earnings suddenly. How did that happen? Because of this fort. Yeah, I guess they do generate a lot of their default resource for the province. Man, I should have done this a long time ago. Alright, well, upgrade. Oh, we don't have any iron. That's unfortunate. Oh, you get another apothecary. Get another weaving room. This will increase the size of our backpacks. Thing is, I need a day to turn over so that I can have iron to build with. Oh. Okay, we are earning wood. Put weaving room here. I would like a new robe. Okay, we've gone up to Sage's Vestment. So much magical defense. That's just blessing duration, though. You can't use this, can you? Yeah, I don't have magic skill. Well, we'd want sorcerers eventually, but we're gonna have to work our way up to it. New cowl. I currently have a caster's hood. So we would be paying for a very slight increase. Absorbs up to 30% damage. Thing is, like a negligible increase. The percentage increase, I don't think it, unless I'm misunderstanding how that mechanic works, I'm taking way more damage than would actually be healed from something like that. Restoration potion. Healing 1535. Restoration 19 to 55. And it cures negative effects. Okay, that's a huge increase. We are going to upgrade all of our healing potions to restoration potions. Because now using a potion gets rid of poison and bleed. I want to make runes. Free spirit, plus 5 damage to Vol. Okay, yeah, no, these are just locked in a different order. I mean, these might be interesting to use, but it's just a little bit of micromanaging, I guess. Oh, and we finally unlocked the steel augments, so we have the final augment done. So all these +1 physical armors can now become +2 physical armors. But that's going to require a smithy, which is what I rebuilt this for. Yeah, current earnings. I could get a little bit. Okay, well let's go deal with the other thing then that I'm thinking about while I'm thinking about it. So, special items. Oh, plant trophy. Weird. Ariel Crystal Eye. When you hold it, you can sense the presence of the secret masters of Sacramentum. Yeah, but this has been completely useless so far. And it is making the Ariel angry at me. So while I'm not in the Ariel lands, I mean, I don't have any guarantee that it'll be useful outside of the Ariel lands, but I don't know that it'll be useful inside the Ariel lands either. Cut, went through. No theft, okay. Good, gives us a bunch of iron. Okay. Epiphany, I don't want the eye anymore, give it back. So I just have to remember that that's a thing that I can do. Okay. Recala Mines, Fort Bannerspire. Smithy, let's finally get this. Actually, should have built a smithy back in the Ariel area too, probably. Their shields. Bonus damage. Reduces theft. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Not worry about this other stuff so much. I want to... uninstall. That was the only thing? Okay, so now... I could get myself a bigger healing bonus. Blessing duration, though. I think I'm actually going to go with the blessing duration because I am doing that bless quite a bit. It's fine. I want to buy a weapon. Not really. Main hand, main hand, main hand. Got a ways to go up on here. What am I using currently? Folded steel, so I could go bronze broadblade. Which is a +3 damage, effectively. Arcane weapons. Yeah, I've got a ways to go. Armor. Havenite Jerkin is the highest quality armor I can get that doesn't slow me down, right? Oh no, Drakeskin. Do the same thing. Okay, so I should go up. I should at the very least upgrade to Drakeskin for everybody. Unless I'm going to start doing something like Steel Chainmail. I don't think I'm going to do. So speed penalties just seem incredibly painful. Alright, let's just do it. How about you? I think we'll keep the Armor of the Woods on you. Just for the sake of variety, I guess. I want to sell. And we'll just get these upgrades done and then call it a day, I guess. So we're gonna put... We want to put the bleed and poison resistant here? Okay, we're gonna put speed in there for sure. I want to make augments. I'm using a 4% augment when I could be using a 6% augment. Probably steel. Since I've got money, might as well. Oh, I could have gone double haste. It is true. But I think this will be fine. Sell something. That's maybe not outdated, but I want to buy. Armor we've already looked at. Helmet. How are we doing here? I can't quite get to the Haven Bassinet yet. We're using an iron sallet. Go up to steel plate. Oh, we're using a Nukatish salad, actually. 4 and 3, or we could go up to 6, 4 and get double augments. Again. Radiant Helm. For damage to undead. You know what? Maybe we'll keep that for now. Full chain. Why am I doing this? I should just get another smithy so that I can get the Haven Bassinet. Oh well. And now I need 2 augments for each of those. I want to sell something. Do you have augments? No. Augments and a helmet. Maybe go speed and armor. Do you want to just keep going speed and armor every single time? I mean, I don't, because it's kind of boring that I'm just doing the same thing over and over, but... Alright, for you, you're gonna get speed and armor. You're gonna get... Do you need more speed? You're already so fast compared to everyone else. Surgeon. Duration, maybe? Okay. Inventory management always just takes so much time. Oh, wait. You get out of there. Okay. Good. We've just dealt with a whole bunch of inventory stuff. We got a bunch of upgrades in our fort. We've got iron income again. Things are looking good. We'll continue exploring the UCAT next time. I will see you then.